Alright, hello and welcome back to Hollow Knight. Tonight we found ourselves a brand new travel mechanic. And that means I get to have some fun with explorations. Alright, now first things first. Oops. Zoom time. Can I use this to go up, or do I... I can't go up with it, so this means I now have to only go to the side. Not a problem. In fact, I think I see an area I can use that right as we speak. We're going to be heading to the next area of the Crystal Mines, where we may run into that boss again, because it says direct... I can only harm these guys with magic, so I need to be very careful. Oh yeah, that was just the watch tower, the lookout area. Alright, now that I have the crystal dash, I should be able to move to the side here. No, I didn't expect this, but then again, maybe I should have. It said that the crystal powers that it unlocked was not as powerful as the it's not powerful as the soul magic that the Hollowness discovered, but it was a lot less dangerous. Alright, here we go. Crystal zoom. Let's see. Alright, here we go. Whoosh. Well, go zoom. Ow. First of all, is there anything back here I should be grabbing before I move on? Does not look that way, no. There we are. I'm guessing we have multiple of these just to make sure that, I don't just, oopsie. Dang it. I am in undiscovered areas. Oh. Oh, interesting. So I can do that from the wall. There we go. And go down to the side. Let's go down here just so I can record this. Ooh, the Wanderer's Journal. Here we are, Crystal Hunter. They make their homes all the way at the top of the world. Do they use these crystals willingly as weapons, or are they merely as hosts in the crystal or parasites? Interesting, interesting. Alright. It's a mimic. I'm glad I stepped back a moment because that would have been awful. There we go. There was a real one here after all. I'm glad I decided to help. I guess the mimic was to put my guard down. Was to make me lower my guard. Or put my guard up and not try and listen to the other one. Clever little buggers. Forgotten Crossroad. Oh! I'm back at Dirtmouth. Interesting. Baiting Town. The noisy old lift. Where does it go? Up to the old mines at Crystal Peak. Have you been there? Is it true the crystals grow everywhere you step? A villager brought some of those crystals back to the village once. I don't quite understand the lure myself. You can't eat them, and they don't make very good pillows. These don't seem worth the trouble to me. As it turns out, I actually do have one more of these, the very last one. I feel bad for charging you so much for the previous charge, especially because it means I have to charge even more for this one. And now we can go ahead and save, updating our map. The bug is blushing. Crystal Heart. Energy core of an old mining golem, fashioned around a potent crystal. Crystal's energy can be channeled to launch the bearer forward. Let's see here. Is there anywhere here I need to dash? Not quite yet. I think I'm more or less done with everything at the Deep Nest. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done with Deep Nest, aside for some collectibles here and there. I still can't jump special for the Hive, but I might be able to go... No, a few of these are to... Kingdom's Edge might have something. Ancient Basin, absolutely. I need... Okay, yeah, I should be able to continue on in the Ancient Basin area. Oh wait, never mind. Looks like Deep Nest does have some areas I need to be able to dash travel through. Interesting. Although it looks like it'll be easier to travel to Deep Nest through here, so I'll probably want to go to King Station to accomplish this.
Bapanada.
Do you have anything new to buy? Tram pin. Those sound like awfully advanced mechanisms. Those ancient bugs must have been a clever lot. Excellent. here. This is a... Oh, I think this is the same poem as before. Savior in darkness. Troubled dreams beset the maiden, her savior gone, consumed below. Now her only companion, the cold wind, moaning at her door. Oh, she even has plushies dedicated to us. Well, good to know we have a fan. Now her only companion, the cold wind, moaning at her door. Her heart fluttered with sudden fear, then still, calm, why a presence? Figure close by, she wouldn't dare look, doesn't dare move, hold the slightest action to break the spell. She knew the presence at her bed, knew the calm only they could bring. Savior, now protect her, standing tall, powerful, perfect. I'm glad someone believes in us. King's Station probably be the fastest to where I need to go next. I guess 600 tokens won't be too bad. After all, I still need to figure out exactly how I can... Power of love. I'm glad the money wasn't lost in the acid. I guess I should have gone over there, but I guess I can figure it out on my own later. It's not like I'm not going to be doing a lot more exploring. And I do need to see if I can go the other way now. Just remember, there was a reason I couldn't go further up here. Now, if it was because of one of those dark fountains, I won't be able to go any further anyways, but if it's because... Yep. That means I can now do this. I do not have a map for this area. I hear some enemies. The Royal Waterways. Ooh, neat, we're finding a new area this late in the game. Enter.
Pantera?
Ah, what a surprise! It's not Velvet. Eternal, well, Emilidia. What a surprise, not often I receive visitors. It's been so long, ages even. I just hope my manners haven't left me. You've no doubt sensed my affluence. You're right to guess. I'm renowned amongst the upper caste of Hollownest. Well, I was once, until those cretins cast me out. Have you met them, my former fellows? That's them outside, their bodies shambling around mindless and empty. I'm still alive to witness their pathetic demise. I'm happy fate can be a wonderful thing. Oh, interesting.
Ooh. Oh.
Well, at least I finally unlocked a new area I can go to in the, I don't have a map for this area, but I did at least unlock a new area in the, City of Tears. I knew when I got there that area would continue to be relevant. Only those who prove their honor in combat may enter the grove beyond. The Defender. Worm, tiny and placid, but swells to an enormous size when threatened. See. Ow, ow, ow. Well, I got a rancid egg out of that. I'm not sure what these collectibles are used for, or if they're just a 100% completion thing that's for flavor than practicality. And I cannot go on there. I guess I'll unlock an ability to walk on water eventually. Oopsie. Stone to restore some magic. That reminds me. Hill flip. Odd creature that adapts to changing situations by flipping over and using the limbs on its other side of its body. It's not much, but at least I can use the magic to heal myself. There we are. Oh my, so that's where that was. Not sure why the water is all boiling in here. Oops. Luke Fay. Youngest of the species, its body is composed entirely of teeth, wings, and stomach. Guess I have no choice but to go, nowhere to go but up. But I have the lantern because I cannot see anything in here. But at least we're getting a new area to explore. Look, we have a boss fight. Wait, what? Huh? I have no idea what this is, but it doesn't look good.
Hitos, come! Iko! Mara! Mera! Ako! Rumas!
This is a boss fight. I absolutely need to find a bench first if I want to do this.
Boo! Ako mera! Ha!
These are creepy sounds are not filling me with confidence. Ow. A bench. These signs are quite helpful. I don't even have a map of this area, but that's fine. Oh wow, that's actually really creepy. Yeah. Rancid egg. Lukemon. From the Digimon universe, a worm-like creature that prefers damp, dark habitats. Oh, I can now do the boss fight. Yeah, because I found a bench.
Boo! Ako mera! Ha!
I'm probably gonna die at least once trying to learn his patterns. So I didn't want to go there without
Mara!
first getting a bit more experience. Without first getting a save point, I mean.
Rumas!
Defender. I was wondering why he was sounding like a lucha libre.
Doma! It was! Doma!
That was actually pretty easy. Oh, I thought he was defeated already.
Doma! Doma, 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 doma. Oh, ha, ha. Oh, ha, ha. Move, move, huh? Yeah.
This guy's not too rough. I appreciate a bit of a breather, boss.
Doma, 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 doma. Doma, 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 doma. Doma, 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 doma. Dit was. Doma, doma.
Push too hard, just get a smack in and retreat.
Dit was.
Here we are. Young Defender defeated. The Defenders Crest. Unique charm bestowed by the King of Hollow Nestor's most loyal knight. Scratched and dirty, but still cared for. Causes emitting a heroic odor. Alright, I need to be a bench for that. No big deal. Now. Ah. I do believe I've unlocked everything I need for this area, so let's just continue exploring, see if I can't find a map for it. This is where I came in, so... I need to see if there's anywhere else I can explore here. We should theoretically... Ooh. Okay, I can actually swim in this water because it's not boiling good. We're getting to the really creepy enemies now. This is a boss fight. No, thank you. There's a shortcut here. Where's this lead? Just back to the waterways. Oh, you know what? Since I know the... I guess I can head back to Dirtmouth to see if they can make a map after this. Lukewarm. I still like lukewarm. Got it. Luke Nest. Now let's see here. Here we are. A living charm born of the guts of a fluke arm transforms the vengeful spirit spell into a horde of vile little baby flukes. Let's check the journal here. Dung Defender, skilled combatant living at the heart of the waterways, assails intruders with balls of compacted dung. Fighting for honor, for loyalty, you may as well be fighting for dust. If you want to kill, do it for your own sake. That is the nature of a true hunter. I guess it makes sense he'd not approve of that sort of thing. Fluke Fly, youngest of the species, its body is composed of teeth, wings, and stomach. Seems to want to latch onto any living thing it comes by with sharp little teeth. It will leave its cousins alone, though, so it isn't completely mindless. Luke Marm. With the desire to breed, to leave behind a memory of ourselves in the shape of a child, it seems etched deep in the heart of every living creature. I too have felt the pull of that base instinct. Yeah, the hunter has mentioned a few times it's considered wanting a family before. I mean, he even mentions that if he has children one day, he hopes they can surpass him and become even stronger. Even greater of hunters, as he'd put it. I've already taken on a couple bosses so far, so I highly doubt this is just, I've already taken on a few bosses, so I'd be highly surprised if this was meant... Did I just miss the map maker? I guess I should find a way back to the ancient basin. I've taken out both bosses here, so I think this is what I needed to accomplish. I suppose it's worth exploring a little bit further. Ow. Oh wow, they can't stand water at all. This water's not even boiling, so it doesn't hurt me. Yeah, but I can go to one of these other areas to try and get above it. Excellent. Some cash as well as a new area opened up. The mag maker was here, that would be quite beneficial.
Hello, Red.
Tuck. Whoa, don't take something that is yours, that's the law. Everything you see belongs to me. Don't be angry, I'll share my food if you give me Geo.
Oh,
Geo's mine, don't try to take it back. Here's your food, take it with you when you leave. A rancid egg.
hello, Red. Baya, Raj.
Rancid eggs. Are what they consider food, I see. I don't know what these are for, but I have the feeling I'm going to want as many of them as I can get. Call it a hunch, if you will. Yeah, the Dung Defender's location leads to a new area, leads to an old area, rather. One that I can easily get to, I think. So. And more importantly, now that I've restored water to the main city, I should be able to get something going. Yeah, I fixed the city's waterways, so now I go this way. Brother! Ah! I believe this is the King's Station, yes. Not quite, but it is going up here. City of Tears. Can I finally go up this way? Did I unlock a new location? Yes. Dang, you could tell this was a high society building at one point. Unfortunately, yeah, I can't jump up here. I need a double jump, I think, since I can't seem to dash upwards. Journal. Guess it's a bit up here. It can be a bit of a bother to try and find him here, but it's not a big deal. I also just want to read what it has to say. Bug that pose a threat. Watch them carefully. They can lash out quickly with devastating strikes. Gluttonous husk. As these bugs became wealthier, they hunted less and consumed more, eventually taking on a grotesque shape not unlike overripe fruit. The husk dandy. It seems the weakest, greediest members of Hallnest were also the ones who extort the most influence. Truly a kingdom that was always destined for ruin. Dang, the hunter's really good at roasting those guys. And I mean actual literally. He was probably roasting them over an open fire, given he seems to enjoy hunting all those. He does clarify it says sometimes for food, but it's also for sport. Here we are. And now back at the King's Station. Here we are. The fearful, cowardly nature of these Hallnest bugs persists even after death. It almost feels shameful to chase and cut them down. Keyword being almost. Actually, I should probably take out these enemies so I can buy one of those keys from the shopkeeper. Stand at the King's Station, named for the King of Hallnest, he ordered the buildings. The King never rose the stagways himself, but I've heard he was a glorious bug. Bright and radiant visage, so much you have to look at him. I'm gonna go back to Dirtmouth because I want to buy that key, and well, I also need to check to see if the Waterways map is available there. It would probably behoove me in order to go after the map first.
Bapanada.
Nope. Should probably buy the key then. It's awfully expensive, but it doesn't hurt to have a few areas open. Actually, I should equip these here. Can I take this off and, You smell something? There's suddenly a horrid stench in the air. I swear, this town's usually much nicer than this. Please accept my humble apology. Wait, it's 45 minutes? Wow, it feels like I've barely even started, if we're honest. But then again, I did find an entirely new area and killed 2 whole bosses, so... Alright, let's take a look at the big map here and see where we wish to go next. That's right, the ancient basin. Yeah, I still probably want to go to the... Though go to the Kingdom's Edge. Are there any other places I couldn't go because I couldn't dash? Actually, yes there is. I see one right here, in fact, so let's go the green path. Change my respawn point to here in case I die horribly. And I just need to go down. These are green path enemies, so they're going to be near the top here. When they lunge at you, don't panic. Stand your ground and strike back as they come close. Alright, here we are. Oh, dang it. Well, this is going to be a little frustrating. Well, it doesn't cost magic to do this, so I'm not too worried. Oh, come on, really? Alright, wait until he's not there, and boom. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Here we are. Okay, I see what the gimmick is here. Here we are. Oh, interesting. So this is the way I'm supposed to get back, I guess. Here we are. Now I can get back here much more easily, or at least that's my hope. Yeah, I'm glad I just spent all my money, because this means I don't necessarily have to worry about getting it all back. Oh, rancid egg. Oh, I see what it wants me to do. There we go. Map updated. Yep, here we are. What's in here? Something costs money, isn't it? Visitor, why have you crept in here, little grub? Perhaps like me, you have a taste for discovering new things. I'm Shio, Nail Master Shio, and in my previous life, I was a nail master. The only thing that drove me was becoming stronger and honing my skills to nail. I imagine it was my one calling in life, but that feeling faded over time. Now I seek a new calling, something that speaks to my soul and compels me forward. So I spend my time here, secluded, trying to master the art of creation. Painting, sculpting, these things bring a different kind of pleasure. You don't seem moved by what I've said. Was it Shio the nail master you were looking for? You've come to learn nail arts if you insist. Oh, I don't have to pay this time. Ooh, that's actually pretty neat to paint. Master the Great Slash. Without holding up or down.
Gotta win there.
So, my work, does it move you? The wielding of a nail, the wielding of a brush, these things are not so different. We cut into the world so we can peer deeper inside. For now, though, I have nothing more to teach you. Your path forward, only you can see it. Good luck. Let's go ahead and save then. Okay, looks like there's 3 nail masters and I've mastered 2 here. In fact, let me check my inventory here. Yep. The dash slash, the great slash. So yeah, these 3 are techniques from the great nail masters. And I'm gonna take the easy way back if that's alright with you. Yeah, I'm not gonna attack these guys. I'm not sure how practical these attacks are, but if it does a lot more damage than usual, it might be worth a try, especially since it's not too hard to activate normal Great Slash. I can honestly probably just keep on going this way and find a new location. Inspect. From moss and leaf our life is drawn, where it grows upon the path shall never wilt. Yeah, I just need to keep going this pathway and I'll find the end eventually. Oh, that poor corpse. Oh, these little guys. They're docile and therefore easy to, There we are. As nice as it is to have a stronger nail, this does mean I have to deal with, less MP on strike, but then again, I might not need as many. See, alright, so I need to go this way. Excellent. Can't reach that one, unfortunately. I can, however, reach this one. Okay, good. I'm going the right way. I believe that's where the boss fight with the giant one was. This should be the right way. There. Not letting those things get the best of me. So this way is where I want to go. I remember this part. It was, how'd I miss that? No idea how I missed that chest, but at least I got it this time. 150, not bad of a payoff. Was this a mimic? Nope, it's not. Thankfully, the grub was real. Alright, because I didn't have the wall climb ability last year, I couldn't go for very far. There we are. Vessel fragments obtained, and I now have a second MP bar. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Excellent, excellent. With the soul fragment, I should be in much better shape. Inspect. The once our lands, a pale being lays claim to the caverns ahead. It may appear benevolent, but does not share our dream. Be wary to wander that place. Well, it depends who left behind that message, because, that's annoying. Alright, so basically I'm gonna be coming back here eventually. That's what I'm getting out of this. You know what, rather than do this... Oopsie. Oopsie. I was trying to see if I could shoot it here. Yep. Grandu. A simple walking creature encased in a hard shell, often found wandering in shallow pools of acidic water. Okay, so yeah, that is acidic. It's a simple flying creature protected by a spiky shell. Durand. It's annoying to kill those things because I have to do it from the side. In other words, I have to have magic. I might be able to traverse the Fog Canyon now. There might be something under there, but I don't believe I have the ability to take it, and I don't know how I missed these last time I came through here. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. I should probably head up to the bench up there before I go to Fog Canyon. Of course, that does require going this way. The Stone Sanctuary. Oh, that's right. I was almost able to traverse that area in the dark, and I never came back. Well, now's a good time. As good a time to do it as any, I'd say. Here we are. We are powered up. Powered up. The Stone Sanctuary. Oh, I actually came close to traversing this area properly without it, if I remember right. It was actually kind of funny. Another boss. Yeah, this area clearly wants to punish you for, Ah, another piece of heart. Or piece of mask, rather. Oopsie. My child, can you still see? Do not hurt me. I can't sleep with your eyes open, little one. Can't dream if you're still breathing, little one. No eyes. Precious children, you speak such loathsome things as you sleep. Your claws scratch and scrape. Precious children, a monster has come for us in the dark. Will you sing for me? It sounds like this person needs to be needs their soul to be able to put to rest. Really? I can vaguely hear where she's coming from. This boss fight isn't very hard per se, it's just kind of disturbing. Either way, it sounds like this is not... And she's trying to sing a lullaby. Whatever the cause of this infection is, she can't rest in peace. Now this definitely feels like a situation where I'm doing where I'm doing a mercy by allowing them to rest. Yeah, this is an extremely straightforward boss, but her specialty is just spamming the screen with these things. And well, it's dark, so I have to find her, which is not helping matters. Got her. No eyes. Lingering dream of a fallen warrior, disappeared during the plague. They're coming. What's inside of you? Strip it out. No eyes. One by one, they closed their eyes at last. I felt a warm stillness following over us. Sorry I was frightened of you. You were always protecting us, even when we couldn't see you. Take us there, please. A place where light cannot haunt us. A place without dreams. From what I'm gathering, it seems that, attunement. Face carved from stone. Based off where she is, the reaction here, it looks like she was a knight of the kingdom, but she ended up prioritizing her family, but unfortunately they were all killed by the plague as far as I can tell. And No Eyes is her name. If I had to guess, I'd say it might come from the fact that her children closed their eyes for the last time as the sickness and plague took them. How many of these do I have? 700. Okay, so I can go back to the moth now and get a reward. It might be easier for me to go through Fog Canyon to get to another stagway. Let's see. Can't go any further there, but I can go south. Oopsie. Yeah, this will be easier to go through Fog Canyon. I still don't have a way to break through those, Damn it. Exactly what I was hoping would not happen. Alright, here we are. You know what, let's just ignore these guys. Only attack the little ones. Here we go. Now I can save and head up to the next area. That bug's just enjoying their food here. Yeah, one of the dreamers is absolutely in Fog Canyon, but I'm still a long way from being able to accomplish anything, it looks like. there's still part of Deep Nest I haven't visited, but that's an upper area. I don't think I can visit there quite yet. I think I'm gonna check out Fog Canyon one last time, see if I can't, see if I can't progress in that one area where the acid water was. I needed to be in a specific spot to go over there. I couldn't mess around too much in here because I was so low on health, but yeah, like this is a lot easier. So I like. That's extremely low. Oh, but I can connect the wall here, so I just need to time it correctly. Alright, forget that. Alright, this is blocked, so I can't actually call the Stagway there. Where to next? Surprised I didn't find anything on the waterways. Oh yeah, that's right, I need to go to the resting grounds first. Simply because we now have the 700 dream required for the next reward. It's probably not a major deal, but it might help. Ah, Wieldy, return. Let me look at the dream nail. So you already have 700. I wonder whether the dreamers are watching as you work, or even the old king. That lock of theirs, desperate, but very clever. Wonder how long they thought it could hold. Given they seem to hope that the kingdom will last forever, I imagine they were hoping it would never break. I hold no disdain for them, though. As history goes on, I grow numb to its repetitions. Take your gift and continue collecting essence. Once you have 900, please return. Ooh, a piece of vessel. Neat, neat, neat. I still need to figure out how to open that one, I still need to figure out how to open that one fountain, though. Yeah, that's right, King's Station here. I'm guessing I'll eventually get an ability to walk on water, because I can't think of any other way I can get past that. Excellent. Feels nice having a decent supply of MP. Actually, before I do anything else, let's see if I can fix that fountain. There we are. Yeah, 50 for taking that guy out. Not bad, actually. Yeah, I don't know why I seem to think it would be a good idea to, you know, Yeah, I don't know why I felt I had to go the long way around to get the ancient basin when this right here will take me a lot sooner, but in this particular case I want to get to the main city because I believe I made the fountain work properly now. Who are you? Oh, what are you doing this miserable little downpour? Relic Seeker Lem. Impressive fountain, isn't it? I'm sure we'd be able to appreciate it more if we weren't both getting drenched. That night up there was an important one. The plaque there means it's sacrifice, which carries something of an ominous tone. Probably one of the some sort of horrible end, although it sounds like the knight's goal may have at least been achieved in the process. In all the relics I've collected, I've yet to find a clue as to what it was. I'll be getting back to the shop soon. If I stay out here too long, I'll get washed away in the waterways. Come visit if you'd like, if you have relics. I'm not much for chatter. I'll be getting back to the shop soon. Memorial to the Hollow Knight. In the black vault far above, through its sacrifice Hollow's nest lasts eternal. Yeah, sounds like whoever the titular Hollow Knight was, he allowed them to live forever. In fact, ooh, the masks, actually. The masks match what's on the, what's it called? I guess I should go to the Ancient Basin, actually. But yeah. Seems like the Hollow Knight may be the one sealed within the Black Egg, given... You know, there are masks, so the guardians are on top of there, so... Yeah, this is a lot easier. Ooh, ow. I'm not sure if this is classified as part of the Ancient Waterways or what. It says there's no map of this area, but I have a map of the Ancient Basin, which this looks like it's part of, given it's the general aesthetics. I could go to Deep Nest and see what's over there. Oh, this is classified as still being part of the Ancient Basin. Interesting. But this is not where I wish to go, or at least not for the moment. This is where I wish to go. Drop all Geo into the fountain. I think it's starting to get full now. I'm pretty sure I put around 3K in there. But no matter. Alright, here we are. Crystal Dash. That's a cruel trick, I'm gonna be blunt. But it does make sense, they want you to actually pay attention to where you're going. And I am in uncharted waters now. Sadly, I cannot dash up, only down. I cannot dash up, unfortunately, so... wobbling here, so these aren't destructible. So I can only go up or down. Ah, more of the ancient basin, finally. Alright. Maulurk, large immobile creature, wildly spits venom as intruders pass by. That doesn't strike me as a very reliable thing to do since it relies on, the enemy being the one to initiate combat. Generally, being immobile is rarely a good thing. Okay, that's actually clever then. There's a bunch of these, and I'm not sure how actually threatening they are for ghosts. Those seem to be corrupted life creatures. Okay, this is a quicker way to get to here. Good to know. Of course, I may still need to go lower, so... boss time. I don't like the lack of orange here. I don't like the... oh, crap. Stop. Broken vessel. Crap. Come on, really? Got it. Broken vessel. Yeah, I should have known something was going wrong when I saw that. Infected balloon. A single cell of infection. Has a simple mind and can float using internal gases. Broken vessel. Shattered corpse reanimated by infected parasites. The shape of this creature. I've seen it before. Something like it before. I've seen something like it before. More than once, perhaps. It looks a little like the bugs of Hollowness, but not quite the same. Where do these empty little wanderers come from? In other words, he's pointing out that it looks like us. One thing is clear, our character here is no ordinary treasure hunter or glory seeker, or even pilgrim seeking enlightenment. No, the little buddy, he went to this area for a specific purpose, and we're going to help him through, hopefully. Monarch wings. Ethereal wings to sail above enemies and discover new paths. Oh, finally, the beloved double jump. I can't believe it took me so long to finally get these things, but then again, I think that was because I kept adamantly refusing to go to Crystal Peak, and I'm not entirely sure why. Okay, so yeah, that's what these were, to force me to move forward. This... Bastion. I can't do a good Rux voice because I don't smoke entire carpets necessary to do that. But I might be able to pull something off, and hopefully we can find ourselves in a very interesting predicament. One will certainly shape the future of this here Hollow Nest. Lost kin. Come on, you stupid ghost. I imagine it's no coincidence these ghosts are much more aggressive than they were before. Yeah, these are all EX bosses as far as I can tell. I could probably beat them if I really dedicated myself to it, especially since this one has a fairly straightforward pattern, but I won't kill myself to do the bonus content. Wait, what am I doing? I have a way to get past this. Actually, truth be told, I probably should be going back anyways just to hit a, Ow. Okay, note to self, stop doing that. Ah, here we are. Okay, good to know I can do that, actually. There's a grub over there, but I'm not sure if I can safely get it. Alright, looks like I need to do my dash, super dash, and then double jump. That hurt a little. Darn it. Don't know why I left that thing alive, but problem solved. Darn it. Alright, the more time I get to react to this, the better, so let's go from over here. Got it right the first time, why couldn't I do it now? Fine, we'll do it from over here. Alright, that did make things a little easier, so let's do it again over here. Ooh, that could have ended very badly, huh? Come on, how did I get that right the first time, but not the second? Come on. There we are. We got it. I would have been so mad if that was a mimic, but we are safe. He is safe, rather. Okay, let's go ahead and save now that we've done everything we can in this particular area. Here we are. Map updated. Dang, that's a lot of extra stuff, huh? But the good news now is we can now go to the palace that's here. He's no longer here. I guess because we beat the boss. For now, let's toss out more money into the fountain. I did it! There we are. So I need a bit over 3,000. Excellent, only one more and I get a third MP boost. I was wondering why it only took part of it. I thought, wait, isn't it supposed to take all of it? Alright, we're gonna go ahead and save again because I just unlocked a really nice thing here. And I'm gonna take a drink while I'm here. One moment, please. Ah, that's refreshing. Alright. No, I don't know. For the record, no, I don't know why I'm giving up so quickly on the EX bosses, yet the rubs I make an active effort to try and go after. I guess I am just one of those very strange people. There we are. And I'm precisely where I want to be. The palace grounds. There's likely going to be a fight here, so but I'm ready. The palace is gone? Anything even past here? Some more corpses, I guess. The hidden station. toll machine. Insert geo. Oh crap, I don't have enough. Fine, I'll pay. I'll have to get some more cash. What's this? A corpse in white armor. That's odd. Oh, it has a shield. Interesting. But yeah, this palace, basically half the game I felt like I was hyping this area up only for the palace to already be in ruins by the time I get here. Even the city lasted longer. Or at least whatever remains of the city. I do need to get some cash. I guess I can go to one of the other areas to grind some enemies real quick. Because I absolutely refuse to not get that. I do believe I have everything I can unlocked. We'll insert the pass here. And we're gonna go over to Deep Nest, to that last area I haven't been yet. Actually, it's probably worth it to save here, just so that if I die, anything goes. Palace grounds. That's a stag station I absolutely need to unlock at some point. But interesting, there appears to be something beneath there. Hot spring. Oh, I could have entered there. Well, leave it to me to do things the hard way. For absolutely no good reason. Ow. I want to say this isn't a place I want to be, but it might actually. I can't bypass that portion. I go to one of the others. It does not look that way. So it looks like the path doesn't actually split until past that area. I guess the way to bypass the darkness is going to be the final thing I unlock. Yeah, I was wondering why enemies in this area were so easy. It's because most of them have 2 lives. But it's always random, and I think that's what gets me the most. I can't just stand over the corpse and attack until it stops moving. See? That one did come up, but the last one didn't. Now I'm getting back up. Zombie bugs. Who could have thought that would be so creepy? stop hawking loogies at me. Come here. Alright, yeah, that teleported me right to where I need to be, so I don't need to worry about anything else. There we go. Alright, so I can only open that by going down. Need to find a way to get over there. Oh crap. I saved him at least. Boy, what are you doing, Clumsy? Swinging a rusty nail around in the darkness? You almost struck me, and if you had, it would have been the end of you. Trust me, I'm Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. My weapon, Life Ender, has struck down hundreds of foes. Be gone, or you will be next. Are you lost? Well, I don't care. No, I won't lead you out. I know the way due to my powerful memory, but I don't. So, be gone. Okay, good. I unlocked the way back. King's Idol. More collectibles. Interesting. There. I can go to the Fungal Wastes from here, but let's first see what I can unlock. I believe I should have all mobility issues unlocked. Okay, good. I'm in the uncharted area. Ouch. Still dark. Here. They're dirt carvers. Springy and vicious, these hunters will try to overwhelm you with numbers in dark, white, twisting caverns they carve in the ground. Always be on your guard. Oh, this is a boss arena, isn't it? No. Darn bugs hawking loogies at me. What the? That was weird. Not much here, but that's some extra money, I guess. There we are. Now I can go through this way anytime I like. Open up this way. Here we are. The Fungal Wastes. Oh, interesting. Corpse of a mossy vagabond overcome with infection. Lazy, portly, moss-skinned, easily swayed by others, slow, fat, easily vanquished, common threads, those forgetting their calling and forsaking their duties. Man, that's horrible. Those look like deep nest. Alright, I've got this unlocked so I can leave here. Guess I could keep exploring, go to the place above Mantis Village, but... guess it's not a big deal, really. Let's go with the map here. I think I've already discovered all the deep nest areas, but... actually... oh no, actually, there's an area near... I have to go that way anyway, so you know what? Let's take the long way around. The scenic route. Yeah, I already got everything of value up there, so no point in pushing myself. Yeah, I was worried that might happen. Alright, so this should be... I should be able to clear whatever this is. Yep, double jump will get me up here. Fungal core. Okay, so in case I need to go back to where I was before. Oh, wow. That worked out better than I expected. Well, those took care of those guys for me. Thanks a bunch, buddy. Extra cash is good. Alright, I need to save 300. I can't just go and buy the next piece of heart immediately. It might be worth holding off on the, Yeah, it might have been worth it if it was the next piece of mask would actually give me a mask upgrade, but, you know, I'm still a bit behind for that. What? There we go. Second piece of mask. Should be something over here, but... Ah, here it is. I don't need to fight anyone here if I don't want to, so I won't. Hollowness seal. Ooh, nice. 670, not bad. Map updated. Ah, yes, a wonderful upgrade to everything. And we're gonna go ahead and go back to Deep Nest so we can use the tramway to escape. To get back to the ancient basin so that I can unlock the next area. Normally I wouldn't be able to get back, but I have my double jump. I still like the Mantis trio. They were a fun boss fight. I mentioned it here, I mentioned it in Walker, but I really do like boss fights that not just give you the person... I like boss fights that give you a bit of personality into them, yeah. Personality, mood, whatever. Or, Alright, here we are. Oh, wait. Yeah. Yeah, but it's not a big deal or anything, but it just really adds a whole lot more for the boss fight for me when you can get a bit of the boss's get a feel for the boss's personality, you know? Dang. I see, that's where I came down from the Fungal Wastes there. I don't need to worry about it then. So I need to go south from here. Sploosh. And here we are. Time to head back to the ancient basin, open up the new way. Guess dashing was not the right move there. Press the glowing button. Beep. Now, time to open up the ancient basin's quick travel option. Oopsie. Oh well. Insert Geo. The hidden station. Here he comes. Ah, what station is this? Hidden all the way at the bottom of the world. The last stag. Until I heard the bell calling, I didn't even know the stagways traveled so deep. You've discovered something quite astonishing, little one. No matter how old I grow, the world keeps surprises like this stowed away. Eager to travel? Just hop on the platform and give me the signal. We'll be on our way. We're gonna go back to Dirtmouth then. Because I want to buy that last piece of heart. Well, third piece of heart, but it does mean only one more is required and I get another health piece. I do believe I should be in the later half of the game by this point, if only by virtue of general progress. Here we are. Item purchased. The last one he's got. And I just need to find one more in the world, and I'll officially have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 HP. Plus the 2 is 10. Again? You know I haven't any stock left, yes? You've cleaned me out. Or are you hoping to sneak peek at my mountain of Geo? Well, it's mine now, all fairly traded. Feeling tired? That bench may be iron, but I'm sure it's quite comfortable. There's no better place to collect your thoughts for heading below. Plus enjoy the company, now that you've seen the talkative sort. Alright, let's take a look at our map while we're here. Unfortunately, I still can't travel through Fog Canyon, which is where one of the creatures is hidden. Or one of the dreamers, I should say. I might be able to take on another dreamer, however. Maybe not yet, however. It's mostly the fact that I don't know how to get through the... well... actually, I should be able to travel through the Hive now, and possibly that area of the Kingdom's Edge. I have 2 mobility options here now, so it makes sense. I should probably go to King Station if I'm going to specifically be going to the Kingdom's Edge. Or even if I want to just explore the main city, really. Alright, I'm gonna go for the King Station because I'm going to the Kingdom's Edge. Let's set my save point here just to be safe. Kingdom's Edge. And all the corpses of people who foolishly attempted to enter the Colosseum of Fools. Fools. Oh dear, I can't go this way. I need to go a bit up. I can also go down and around. Might be easy to go down and around, actually. Luckily, it goes to the nearby platform and not necessarily the last place I was standing. There we are. Getting a good amount of my cash back after that transaction. All I got out of that was money, unfortunately. Alright, we're gonna go up here. I can't go this way due to swirling blackness. I'll have to find another place that is not blocked off by the darkness. Oh, there was just a grub over here, which I already got, too. How embarrassing for me. Oh wow, I killed it with the spikes. Not often you get to do that. Normally I couldn't go up this way, but now I can. My, that's... If I'm not wrong, that says there's a bench up there, isn't there? Map updated. Wanderer's Journal. Can't go further. I'm starting to see why they didn't expand the kingdom further. It seems this is actual snow, and the bugs can't survive in it very well. Hey, it's Hornet. Looks like we're gonna have a... So you'd pursue the deeper truth. This isn't one the weak could bear. Prove yourself ready to face it. Don't hold back. My needle is lethal and I'll feel no sadness in a weakling's demise. Show me you can accept this kingdom's past and claim responsibility for its future. I need to be smart about this. Hornet has a very clear pattern. Okay, so Hornet doesn't like it when I use magic. She's actually guarding this time, so she's definitely not holding back. Oh, come on, really? Oh my. Well, as a needle, it makes sense that they'd be doing some sewing with it. Dang it. I messed up. Well, the good news is we saved right here, and our map is updated as well. Alright, the kingdom didn't expand past here because as far as I can tell, it's mostly just wintry wasteland. Bugs can't survive here. Even the hardiest ones have trouble surviving in wintry areas, so... Here we are. Who knew my weakness was attacking from above? I have to be very careful. Oh, come on, really? That was bad luck. I must be careful. Hornet's actually a very fair fight. She gives me a chance to heal where most bosses don't, and she gives clear sound cues. I should get rid of these. Okay, now that I know my sword can get rid of those. I don't want her covering the arena. But yeah, she has a sewing needle. It makes sense she'd do some sewing. Not even too bothered by me using my magic against her. Well, then again, she's using hers, so why wouldn't I? And it seems she has the Smash Brothers counter. So. Oh, come on, really? Got her. Proof of resolve, achievement earned. So strong. You could do it if you had the will. But could you raise your nail once knowing its tragic conception and knowing yourself? Then do it, Ghost of Hollow Nest. Head onward. Burn that mark upon your shell and claim yourself as king. Is she being literal or... Dang, look at all this snow and ice. Wait, it's coming specifically from this thing? Cast off shell. marked by the king's brand. Hollowness shall recognize a new ruler. The kingdom's gates will open. Marks the bearer as the king. Hollowness's ancient places shall open before it. Oh wow, dang it. I guess it's time to... Oh dang, looks like she saved us after all that. Here we are. Oh, interesting, there's still a way to go this way. Oh dear, I can't go back there, which unfortunately means that whatever's back there I can never get again. How unfortunate, but that's on me for not exploring it sufficiently. Well, I guess as long as it's not the last piece of heart mask thingy, I should be fine. Oh no, I did go to the... that was just the cast-off shell. But this also means we now... I guess this means we get the mark. The mark of the king means we can now challenge the existing king for his title. Probably a good thing, seeing as how... Well, it says the kingdom will last forever thanks to the Hollow Knight's sacrifice, but... Well, every single piece of evidence we have so far suggests this kingdom was absolutely not on the up and up, if you get what I mean. Now, before we go, perhaps I should see if I can take one last chance to see if I can, I'll take one last chance to see if I can go past the dark aura thingy now. There we are. Because if I can get past the black auras now, does the Mark of the King allow me to bypass those auras? Because if so, that means I no longer have any roadblocks, or at least no new ones. It's entirely possible it could open up a brand new mobility or roadblock thing, but... Can't do that. Nope. Alright, so yeah, I still need to get through a darkness thingy. Wait, what am I doing? Oh wait, no, I do need to go down in order to go back. There we go. Starting to... Well, there might be a new way to unlock some new items from the shop, so... Oh yes, I can also do the hive now, so let's do that. Yeah, the hive is not controlled. Whoops. Sploosh. we are. We can now properly explore the hive, and it seems they already have some good archives I can look through. This will be useful. Ooh, hive money. Don't mind if I do. Hive soldier defends the hive against intruders with its extendable stinger. Cowardly husk body colonized by the hivelings. Another dream tree. Yeah, the fact the bee turns into a literal giant stinger is actually more than a little unnerving. Hardened tribe, light familiar. Now let's get the cash out of this thing. Not too much, but it's just here to show me they exist, I guess. Hive Guardian protects the hive by hurling its huge body at intruders. Yeah, the bees here have a really big archive library, it looks like. Sadly, it seems I'm nowhere near a bench, which would be rather ideal. Would have been ideal, I mean. It can destroy platforms. Yeah, it doesn't matter. They do 2 damage per hit. Oh no. Well, the good news is I did map out the hive, but look how far I have to go to get back there. Yeah, it's 1500. It's not a... I need to unlock more in the shop, I guess, if I want to keep buying things. on, really? Ooh. Okay, yeah, this will expedite my return to the ghost. I'm just dashing through all these guys because I need to get to the ghost. Five soldiers, savage and dedicated warriors. Prepare to fight them to the death if you plan on invading their home. Down. Damn it. I was pushing myself too far. I should have just gotten my butt out of there, but no, I thought maybe I could get a few more kills. Come on, really? Yeah. I see only the crumbling ones will be destroyed. Ow. Oh no, 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 get out of here. Here we are. Kill, kill. There. Oh, crap. Here we go. Here we are. An extra life. Extra HP bar, I mean. Alright, that's fine. I can go back this way now. I'm out of here, I'm out of here, I'm out of here. That is a boss fight arena. Oh, no point in putting it off. Hive Knight. Oh, come on, really? Worst part is I don't think there's any... No, there really isn't a good... Well, no, I could go to the... Okay, I know. It's a long walk back no matter what I do, unfortunately. Absolutely need to get my spirit thing back before I battle the knight again. Even before then, I need to find a new... Good, this should expedite the exploration here. Yeah, let's get out of here. Here we are. A good fight, but I should probably see if I can't find something a bit more productive. to go this way anyway, so it works out. Sky. Did the Hivelings build their nest around the sorry bug, or did the bug squeeze its body into their nest? Either way, they seem happy together. Gone this way yet. Hopefully there's a bench here, but there is actually. There we are. Map updated. Well, I guess at least now we don't have nearly as big of a walk. Still a ways off, though, but I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Let's see, how long have we been going for? About 3 hours. I think that's a good time to call it. Well, we did a decent amount of exploration tonight and a decent supply of battles, so I think now will be a good time to save and quit. Alright, thank you for watching. Hope you had a good time. Oh, for the record, I won't be able to stream this weekend because I have to help some family move. So, I'll try and to stream as much as I can up to that point, but beware, there's no stream this weekend. Alright, thank you, and I'll see you next time.